la capitale, c'est 14 et 15 février, pour mener à la dictature, m'interpelle une fois de plus. Mais il faut exprimer de la déchéance de l'institution qui va s'ajouter à vos dizaines de manifestations du juin depuis 2018. Ce message est envoyé à tous les secteurs et le monde entier, particulièrement nos amis de l'international qui soutiennent l'implantation de la démocratie dans notre pays. Beaucoup de chantiers à date nous attendent pour redonner au pays son vrai visage et le mettre sur la voie de l'unité. L'un des principaux à mettre en valeur est la réalisation de l'élection honnête et crédible, puisque nous avons fait choix de la démocratie dont nous revendiquons sans cesse le maintien. Il répond toutefois que tous les acteurs comprennent, citoyennes et citoyens, que certains membres de chantiers spécifiques consignés dans l'accord du 30 janvier se corrélent à la réalisation du chantier principal, les élections. Il s'agit de la tenue de la conférence nationale souveraine, du renforcement du pouvoir judiciaire, de la réforme constitutionnelle, avec l'implication de toutes et de tous, celle du système électoral, de l'établissement de la sécurité partout dans le pays, que toute autre action nécessaire qu'attend la société. Ainsi,
welcome. The first one, I think, Madame Nolatet, you got this. Thank you so much, Madame Nolatet. The reason why I don't start early today because I just got home and I won't be able to start a little bit early. That's why when Madame Nolatet, when you ask, can't do it. Ali Kid, welcome, sister. Welcome, sister. Welcome. Thank you, Aniki, for sharing me out. Thank you, sister, for sharing me out. Thank you. Thank you for sharing me out. Thank you for sharing me out, sister. Thank you.
First time I heard about fight camp office. That full combination. My son's 12. I was really looking to try to find and work out that I thought him and I could get together. I was approaching it from this angle, but I saw him.
Yes, thank you so much, Annie Cute, for sharing me out. Madame Nolatet, see also, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Isolant, nous va examiner par la on dit qu'on est très bien, c'est isolant, bonsoir, comment vous êtes? Bienvenue dans la activité.
Well, I'm doing good, Annie. Thank you for asking. What about you? What about you, sister? Thank you for asking. What about you? I am doing good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Vous savez, une femme qui connaît le chef bien, dis-nous non, avant de ça. Et on sait pas, mais quand je suis arrivé, ouais, il y a une chef bien là. Magistrat du chef, mais on était ensemble avec madame, assez de mon ville que je me suis dit que moi-même ma boy avec magistrat du chef. Mais moi, il est là, c'est une défense passée, bien rapide. Moi, j'ai quitté le pays
Nous devons dépasser parce que nous, ici, et nous devons pas bouger, c'est réfléchir. Ok, so nous devons y dépasser et mal là, c'est 28, ok, et les vous devez retourner et nous gênons au monde qui, comme moi, appelle que c'est beaucoup retourner.
Thank you so much, Alec. Yes, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. We're doing good.
Et mon dit, moi, il y a un bon homme qui dit, il y a un monde qui porte plaque pour moi, et dans le CPJ, il dit, m'a financé mouvement et dans la carrière. Et il dit, il ne faut pas entrer en Haïti, on ne faut pas là, il ne faut pas entrer. On me dit, non, il faut pas entrer. Et même quand on a financé mouvement dans la carrière, si on doit m'daguer, on finance mouvement par eux. Et qui mouvement, si on va dire, si on va financer mouvement pour mon tuer pour mon alcase bagage, normalement, si on a dit, je dis, moi, j'ai position femme, ils sont à faire normal pour des positions femmes. C'était, ils sont bons amis femmes. Moi, je dis ça me fait. Moi, je finance qui n'a pas. Vous êtes monté, il t'a baillé. Moi, je finance dans la carrière de l'équipe football, moi, pour l'équipe chérie, ma qui descend ensemble avec eux. C'est ça, me fait ensemble avec eux, mais presque dans la jeunesse, il y a des gens qui aident à faire ça. Et je dis la position politique claire, mais pas non pour voir ça, et pas clair. Qui va me faire pour un vide pour tout le monde. Mais à côté de ça, je n'ai pas pour qu'il il a été 100 000, il a été 100 000 en décembre. Je mettais un dossier qui tape sur le dit, il était un téléphone qui perd, il a cherché le téléphone là, le téléphone là passe la caille. Son façon peut être arrivé sur lui. Moi, il fait dans le paquet, et mal laisse. Allô? Allô? Oui, moi, il fait dans le paquet, là où les amis dans la justice, mal dans le paquet. Les amis fait dans le paquet. Le premier juge qui fait des amis dans les isolants, je ne vais rien, je ne passe pas rien. Mais il dit, politiquement, il ne va pas la guerre. Il dit, pour il se devant mon monde, ça la guerre quand même. Nous voulons de ça devant mon la guerre. Moi, je dis, je ne ça. Il y a un mec qui passe rien, il passe n'importe 15 jours de prison. Et puis, c'est vous-même qui fait la guerre, le premier juge, mais ça dit. Je dis, monsieur Langue de Bagan, il ne va pas parler. Mais pour partir dans le petit ça ne tient pas. Isolant. Avant avancer, qui peut te menacer aujourd'hui? Par contre, non, moi, beaucoup de menaces aujourd'hui. Il y a un ministre qui oublié, qui ministre qui là avant.
Thank you, Annick. You always there. Always there. Get the lunch ready, huh? Good. Do what you gotta do. Thank you.
Là, les gens qui ça fait l'image, une même si isolant dans le dossier. Vidéo avec, même si on peut ça dans vidéo. Parce que les gars étaient non caille, les gars, les gens qui sont là pour. Nous disons que le téléphone qui vient du téléphone est passé dans la cour. Nous fouillons toute caille, nous fouillons pas tout téléphone qui est là. Nous arrêtons la vidéo avec. Moi, je dis ça, il va faire. Demandez investigateur pour qui ça va la monsieur, il dit parce que monsieur piche dans la poêle là, il dit ça comme discrimination. Est-ce que on va contrôler pour le juge? Mais normalement c'est pour politique, quelque chose pas de publicitaire. Oui. Comme monsieur met ça fait droit pour respecter quelqu'un, mais il cherche pour qui gens va arriver sur lui. Pour entendre tout là. Bon, il a dit monsieur, on veut la monsieur le justice, il dit pour next time, next time, c'est pour isoler un gars. Après, quand même, c'est kidnappé, Parce que monsieur sont qui prennent dynamique dans la société, pour qu'on dise ça, monsieur Café, nous connaissons ça, le café. Je vous dis, pas venir avec l'accusation, ça, sur monsieur. Et nous qui fait réaction, ça, nous sommes fait l'Afrique, et en même temps, c'est sans but, puis qu'on qui est-ce que, et puis dit ça. Il y a les ministres qui m'ont dit que par la tête, mais qui ne savent pas par la tête. Tu vas arrêter de faire par la tête. On est c'est les gens qui ont été encore, mais ils ont été dans le et les gens qui ont passé, les gens qui ont des activités pour magistrat et Michel. Je dis là, on le fait un élément politique, les petits nègres politiques, c'est le cas financièrement derrière, et nous, les gouverneurs, les magistrats derrière. Et là, ça m'a fait de Michel. Les gens qui avaient magistrat, et acheter ta médaille derrière. C'est pour ça qu'il y a des petits football, même pour que nous voyons les magistrats.
Oh, you got this, you got this. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, good evening, good evening. Melly was Alice, beautiful. Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How come you do that? That's like you come up with the one, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got this, you got this. Thank you so much, Madame Lolatette. It was the first one. She was earlier before she and her elders. She wanted me to start, but I can't start. And I just got home, and I left home early in the morning, and I just got home. I got home when about almost 7 when I got home, so that's why I started at 9 o'clock at least. Sorry for that, Madame Lolatette. Melly Rosales, don't give out the secret. Don't call you Madame. Don't give out the secret. Don't give out what we learned last night. That was the day before that. Mary, stop this, please. Stop this. Mary Rosales, my sister. My sister, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't give out the secret, Mary Rosales. Don't give it out. Mary, did you get the picture? Did you get the photo? The portrait she sent to you? Did you get it? I see Kim got his.
Il faut que tu ailles vite, il y a rien qui peut te mais il y a des problèmes à gérer sur le temps, à vérifier, mais il va faire ça. C'est ça qui est. Mais normalement, ça beaucoup de gens dans ici, parce que ça fait mal. Si vous avez des réussites, mais vous avez dit que vous avez pas réussi, vous sentez pas réussi. Mais il n'y a pas de temps, il n'y a pas de chance pour vous faire même ce que vous faites. Les gens, je ne mets pas au bout de son route, et pour encore pour minimiser, ils n'ont pas qu'à loger les bails. C'est peut-être ça, non, je ne vais pas aller pour qui veut, les amis, l'autre, pour casser tout le monde, je ne vais pas aller. Mais il n'y a pas de monde qui va dire, nous voler. Si nous voler, nous qui pas voler. Est-ce que nous, qu'on va chez mes âmes? Nous, c'est notre bagage.
Yep, don't do it. Yes, I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And, just a little tired. I went to sleep so late and I wake up so early. Around 4 in the morning, and I just get back home, and I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay. We got 5 million here, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, guys. Don't forget, guys, share me out, guys. Share me out. Yeah, je suis fatigué, mais pas mal. Melly says smile, please. I don't have one. I feel I'm so tired. I mean, there's no smile. Thank you. Yeah, we okay. You know, it is what it is, and you got to do what you got to do. So, and I know Madam Lola call me and say start, and I can't. You know, I just got home, and I don't even take a shower yet. That's why I want to take a shower, and I started a little bit late. Yeah, guys, share. Share, everybody, share. Share me. Oh, I'm looking at something else. See, Annie, cute. I'm doing good, Madam Lola. Thank you. What about you? Thank you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And Aniki, she's good, man. Aniki is, I don't know how she do that. It's like she support every single person. No, I'm good. And Annie cute. Share, guys, share. Yes, guys, share, guy. We got 3 million, guy. I was 5 million with 2 million now. I need to get a premiere. Oh my God, look at this.
mettre sous frontière, c'est des amis qui dans la loi avec. Et puis, quand les gens qui se mettent aux frontières avec, les ministres ne passent pas pour lui, ils ne passent pas pour lui, les négatifs n'ont pas été élus, et puis, soldats, les mecs, ça a été déposé, il y a une explication des minutes, et pour arrêter les sciences, ça va être lui. Normalement, on dit que les à 700 000 $, par exemple, il a fait pas les bagages comme ça. Lui, je dis qu'on connaît, je dis à ma vie ça. Si on était dans le gang, on peut ça pour les lois. Donc, on peut que ce côté un plus chef dans la gang, un plus chef, un plus bandit, un plus chef, il va te contrôler. Parce que chef, il va te mal à pièce chef bandit. Je dis, ça n'est pas tu fais le mandat de eske. Tu donnes ma tête au mentir. Personne n'est pas illégal. Personne n'est pas légal. Mais deux personnes qui sont dans la police, le policier a arrêté, il s'est maté dans la travail. C'est mon policier. C'est tout ce qu'on dit. Si je dis, on peut dire, c'est que ce n'est pas fait. Au même de ces syndicats, il y a des gens qui sont dans la police, c'est pas touché. Ok,
Anicute did do your premiere now. Anicute. I see Anicute. Anicute travels so fast, so fast. Anicute don't play.
Bonjour. Il y a MDDH, il y a d'autres organisations qui ont même demandé pour l'autorité dominicaine, l'autorité policière dominicaine, pour qu'il y ait des mobiles pour quitter en Haïti, pour que je ne sois pas arrêté. On a dit par exemple, l'autorité dominicaine, il faut réunir et nous sommes en Haïti, nous arrêter. Et nous-mêmes, ça toujours des millions qui ont réaction.
C'est ça, ça t'a répondu notre pays. Si il y a un police qui a fait travail pour le gouvernement, s'il a été un mot illégal, la justice, est-ce que le juge en Haïti n'a pas assez de temps? Parce que nous connaissons les DCPJ comme nous. Si on n'a pas coupable de vouloir en prison, mais qu'on a l'ennemi de magie, est-ce que le juge n'a pas assez de conséquences pour dire ça? Illégal, comme c'est non, légal là.
Madame Lola, thank you for too beautiful queen heart.
C'est fou le béton, on peut demander justice. Parce que qui ça nous a fait?
Anicute say no, she don't have any premiere tonight. She's travel around. Beautiful Anicute, she travels so fast. She remind me with the Shemas. Again, where's the Shemas, man? I don't see Shemas for a long time.
Est-ce que le sentiment normal, est-ce que c'est accepté que les gens plus blancs ou bien les gens plus blancs sentent bien là-dedans? Parce que l'on fait les revendications de mon petit maillot, c'est sur le logique. Moi, ça, on a dit sur les réseaux sociaux, sur l'opposition. Et les problèmes, on n'a pas gagné. Franchement, de mon opposition, pas gagné. On n'a pas compris si vite dans l'affaire, l'affaire a ce changement. Comme qui ça nous dit, on travaille dans le pays. On a dit que 200, mon travail a touché chaque mois. On les payants. En Haïti. Le président a dit là, 100 d'ambulance. On est mal le premier matin en ambulance. Parce que on peut mourir. Je dis, est-ce que je ne vais pas aller pour une situation pays à vivre? Ok? On regarde le carnaval de pour descendre pour monter à Haïti, on va gouvernement passer l'autre pour monter à Haïti pour mettre ce
I don't have any premiere. Let's connect everybody. Let's connect it, guys. Let's connect.
On est quitté des résidences, qui prend visa parce qu'il va aller à l'étranger, il peut se mettre à Haïti. Chaque fois, les voyages, vous résidez aux États-Unis, vous êtes à Haïti, donc trois questions opposées, bien d'être résident pour un visa. Avec son écrivain, même pays, avec jeudi.
Wait, Madame Lola, let's see, wait, she gonna get some milk. Uh-oh, who drinking? I don't drink milk. Don't like milk. I don't drink milk.
si je veux gagner une marche sous béton pour une manifestation, pour nous coller, pour nous porter solidarité avec le chef. Normalement, isolant, et il y a notre artiste dans le cadre pour un break qui est même toujours à terre et il cache la et très clair par rapport avec les Jovenel Moïse. Et nous-mêmes, depuis après le match, depuis l'enseignant, par exemple, nous pouvons et attendre encore. Donc, qui ça fait? Comme moi, c'est dimanche, je veux, nous, il de ça me va faire
I didn't a monster. I drink a monster because I'm tired. Monster. I need energy drink. Thank God we got 5 million people in the house, guy. We got 5 million people in the house, guy. Don't forget to share me out, guy. Don't forget to take me the thumbs. Share out, guys. Share me out, guy. The more you share out, maybe one people will comment on your side. We got 5 million people in the house, guy. Thank you so much, guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Share, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Mary, you say, what do I want to drink? Oh, that was mine. How do I answer that question? Mary, what do I want to drink? Yeah, it's okay. I get the monster. Share me out, sister. Guys, share, guys, share. Thumbs up, share. Thumbs up, share out.
Bon, Marie culturelle, mais quand même, qui m'a dit bonjour, est-ce que vous avez des barricades, est-ce que vous avez des barricades? Bon, moi-même, bonjour. C'est dans plus de la barricade. Ça veut dire que plus de jazz, moi, j'aime des jazz au casé. Vous comprenez? Merci. Plus de la barricade, c'est barricade déjà. Vous comprenez? C'est des affaires personnelles qui ont fait barricade. Ok? Là, ici, barricade qui fait barricade avec ce qu'ils sont faits. Mais je dis, c'est ça que tu dis ça, c'est ça que situation ça, on peut dire publiquement ça. Pas de problème barricade, des barricades, pas de problème à Ivickel. Des problèmes, gens isolants et reliés en leader de toi. Ok. D'accord, isolant. D'accord, merci beaucoup. Les gars, prochain, on vient avec qui ça, il faut que vous disiez avant et qui ça dit après, et ou attendez, on vient avec cette règle. Again, I'm Merci.
Menja, Mary was Alice. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's make another thumbs up, huh? Another thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Stay home, stay home. Yep, thank you, sister. Voici l'idée. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is that you? Okay. That is Marie. Stay home, stay home. What's her in here? No, okay. This one here is his sister. This one here is Mary, right? Which one is you? Or either both is you? Who want to come up here with me? Keep me company. Melly, come up and keep me company, Melly. Do like what that unit name? That like Jesse go. Come here, keep me company. Let me see who's. Hey, this is sister, right? This is Melly Gonzalez. Thank you, sister. Just to show love, huh? Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, patient, care, patient, compassion. Yes, I love them. I love them all. You need to have them. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. We got 6 million people in the house, guys. We got 6 million people in the here. And everybody show your face. Show your face, everybody. Come on, guys. Tempoco vlog. Long time don't see, my friend. Long time don't see. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Long time don't see. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Welcome home. You still on ad. Thank you. Don't skip my ad. I'm just joking. If it's a long ad, you have to skip it. You know? Thank you, sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what? Let's get the jacket. Let's put the jacket on. Everybody should be in blue. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you, guys, for coming. Thank you. Let me see. Melly was Alice. She got this. I gotta put this in blue so I remember. Is this Melly was Alice? Everything is in blue. Thank you so much, guys. 7 million people in the house, guys. 7 million. Man, Melly, don't confuse me. I'm gonna put all of them in blue, Mary. Trust me, just to catch them up.
légitimité, pas jamais, parce que je ne pas jamais mon arrêt, pas jamais peuple ensemble avec lui, et je dis, elle va y l'égalité.
Don't be surprised me next time when they get here. Thank you so much, guys. 7 million people to see, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys, for coming. Yeah, don't forget, share me out, guys. Share me out.
Parce que ça nous a fait là, c'est faire de président. Action illégale qu'on a posée, corruption, massacre, nous notons au bout. Mais je dis à madame, monsieur la présidente, il continue à poser action criminelle, il faut continuer à noter au bout tout.
Thank you, guys. 7 million, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go, let's go. And then make sure later on, anybody want to come up, just let me know. I'm going to drop the link. Tell me you want to come up. Either this is sister, this is sister, Marie Louise's sister, and come up and say what you're going to do. Either sing, either read a poem, either let me know what you're going to do. Tell me you want to come up. There's the link. There's no link yet. This is Marie Louise. Yep.
Joseph Pessin-Jean-Louis, pour et faut que nous continuions à accompagner en attendant Joseph Pessin-Jean-Louis, et faut qu'on parle plus de ça, ok? Faut nous prendre plus de décisions. Moi, je vais participer comme quoi des cabinets et ministériels ou gouvernement parlementaire.
He came late. I'm going to charge him. He told me he wasn't an odd. Aiken was an odd. That's okay, Aiken. You're good, man. You're good. I know you just woke up. No problem, Aiken. No problem. Thank you for coming, my friend. Thank you so much for coming. You guys always there to support me, always. Tempanko vlog. Thank you also for coming. Is that somebody here? Who is this? Is that Annie Kid? Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put this here. I'll be right back, okay? What is that again? Give me 1 second.
Le jour où, comme ça, le pays se connaît, le jour où leve, le gars qui veut faire c'est tout le monde d'accord que Jovenel Moïse pas président encore. Tout ça l'a posé comme action là, c'est des actions légales, c'est des actions qui est basées seulement. Et nous allons poursuivre le jeu pour action ça crée sur ça. Et on dit d'accord en papier. Non, et Jovenel Moïse, elle dit d'accord, on a association avec Jovenel Moïse, c'est complice, monsieur. La justice est pour le retour. Non, je ne vais pas dire là, on est débarrassé de Jovenel. Ok, parce que c'est qui a bien d'or avec moi.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. I was doing something. Sorry. Marie-Louise, you have a premiere? You have a premiere? Yes. No, I'm not mad. I'm okay. I'm not mad. No, it's not. Wasn't me. Thank you, guys. We got 8 million people in the house, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. And say she my boy. 8 million guy, 8 million guy. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was my brother. Yeah, that was my brother. That was scary. Yeah. Thank you, guys. We got 9 million. You guys, share me out, guys. Share me out, please. Share me out. I am calm. I am calm. I am calm. Yes, I am. I am calm, man. So, besoin pour mettre chaque chose pour bosser bonsoir. Ouais, what happened? Nous va me chaque chose pour bosser donc. Thank you, guys. Thank you. What is that? That's for tomorrow. You get home early, yeah. Tomorrow is early. It's 12:15. You show it to your mom? Put it. No, 12:15 tomorrow. Monsieur dit comment nous y ça qu'a fait de mes parents. Comment nous y what you mean about song et vous parlez de Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to share me out, guys. Don't forget to share me out, guy. Bad song, guys. It can call out Lola Ted at Melly Rosales, Vite, buffering. Well, you, Akem? Monsieur dit comment nous y amis pam, merci. Longtemps nous pas ouais, et dit longtemps nous pas ouais. Akem, you got a premiere, Akem? No, yeah? It's over? Akem, it's over? No, it's not. Hey Kim, it's not over yet, right? It just started, right? I'm on an ad. Melly Rosales, Melly say it's scary. It's It is scary already, huh? Oh, it camp is not even stopped yet, it camp. Hey Kim, you got a picture, man, that côté Haïti, en bas Haïti, côté Haïti. Mettez-y dans l'air. Guy, he's a preacher, guy. He's a preacher. He's a preacher. We got the preacher in the house tonight, guy. Last night we have the last night we have the art. Tonight we have the preacher. The preacher need to come over and start preaching. We need to hear that. The preacher is in the house. The preacher is in the house. Okay, okay. You want the sexy one, right? You want the sexy voice, yeah. I'm gonna give you the sexy one. Thank you for coming, guy. Thank you for coming, guy. We do appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for coming. And that's why all the song never sound different. Never sound different. Even I get mad. Never sound different, Murder was artist. Even I get mad. Eddie is a preacher guy. Where's Eddie go? Where he go? Where did he go? Where's the preacher go? That's what it is, Merly. Bien patient, patience, respect, compassion, et puis l'amour. We got 8 million people in the house, guy. Thank you so much, everybody. We got 8 million people is in the house, guy. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Come on, guy. Who wanna come over, guy? Come on, man, guy. It's the link. Get the link. Get the link. Come over. What you gonna do? You gonna cook? Whoever cooks, when they cook over, whoever singing, come sing. Akim was singing. I wish John Buncheck. I was listening to the singing, Akim. It was okay. It was okay. 8 million people in the house, guy. 8 million people in the house, guy. Thank you so much, guy. Thank you, thank you. You're gonna make that again one day. You will make that much. Guys, let's make it happen, guys. 8 million people is guys chat, guys chat. We can put more people out there, please. When you subscribe with them, they don't even see you, Akem. When you subscribe, then they don't even see you. Madame Lola Ted back in the house. Madame Lola Ted back in the house. No, she was there. She never go nowhere. Annie Cute is there. Never go nowhere. Annie Cute had no premiere tonight. Akem does. Mary was out to say she had a premiere tomorrow. Which is that later for you? I hope it's not 2 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning. Be patient, guy. Be patient.
Where them?
No.
Them?
Yeah, them. Yes. Mhm.
They what dot?
Mhm.
They will them what got?
They
I want to do that fast. They will I'll do it again. They will them what got? I mean they will
yeah.
they will got
They, yeah, that's
no,
good.
no.
They will got them what? Yeah, that's fine. That's what it is.
Them will got them what?
Yeah. What they're gonna get for them. You can put it back.
Okay.
They're saying they will go out. They get me a juice.
What?
What time is it? What you cooking?
Okay.
Them say you got me. I will go out. Or they will go out. They will got them what? A water.
Water. That's so good.
Yeah. Good job. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much, guy. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm watching the AKM too, guy. I'm watching the AKM also. Who's this? Tempoko. That's Madam. That's not Madam Lola Ted. No. What it is? Yeah, Philippines make a lot of money in YouTube. All the Philippines. They make a lot of money in YouTube. Philippines. Yeah, it's over, AKM. It's over. How we gonna make a lot of money in YouTube, guy? We gotta work the channel out a lot to make a lot of money in YouTube. It's not easy. Look what you doing, man? Cocaine in amor. Don't you know I care? Don't you know I love you? Cocaine in amor. Thank you for coming, Cocaine in amor. Thank you so much for coming, Cocaine. Thank you for coming. Thank you, guys. Guy, when you coming, guy, don't forget to share me out, guy. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys so much, guy. And when you see my cover, we got 3 people in the cover. The first one with the hat like a police is the chief police in Haiti. The second one, he from the Supreme Court in Haiti. The third one with the suit is the president of Haiti. So there is a conflict with the one in the center. Lot of mess. I mean, lot of mess, guys. We got 10 million people in the house, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. On my cover, that's what you see in my cover. There's 3 people in there. It's this 3 big guy in Haiti, and you know, politic thing, problem thing, blah blah blah, a whole bunch of problem in there. Thank you so much, guys. We got 10 million people in the house, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share me out, guys, please. It's all about YouTube, guys. It's all about YouTube. YouTube, guys. YouTube. What you doing, man? You make a mess on my YouTube?
I know.
Hmm?
I know.
Say hi to everybody, man.
Hi, everybody.
Why they? Let me see.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, they say hi. Thank you. It's almost, what time is it? It's time for you to go to sleep, man. It's 10 o'clock. You need to go to sleep. You wake up 7. Okay?
Okay.
You need to go to sleep.
Okay.
6. All right, go to sleep 7. Good night. Love you. Thank you so much, everybody. It's 10 million people in the house. Sky, thank you. We What is doing? It's shut down on me. Is that me doing something wrong? Is that me doing something wrong? What's happened? Say hello, your niece. I will. Thank you. I will, Molly. I will let her know. I will. Thank you. Where's Afron? She's always coming in. What's her name again? GCbo. Maybe she's not coming in tonight. Let's go, guy. Madam Lola is in the house, guy. Beautiful Lola is in the house, guy. She is beautiful, guy. She's awesome. And we got a beautiful Melly was that nice smile also. Thank you so much, guy, for coming. And we got beautiful. I'm sorry. Guapo Aiken. And we got Ermani Menja. Laney Mary Rosales also, the second one to support me. And we got Iris Bunchek, John, that's Aiken, who support me. And then Kokinamo is in the house, guy. Kokinamo is in the house, guy. Thank you so much, everybody. And cute. Thank you so much, guy. Thank you, guys. Thank you for sharing me out, guys. Thank you for sharing me out. It came, you need to come on, man. What you gonna, what Akim was singing? Akim was singing something. Akim, come on. Yeah, I didn't the co-host tonight. I didn't the co-host. I didn't the co-host guy. Who's coming up? I need cute. I think I need cute. Akim, cooking in Amo. Akim is cooking. Akim always cooking. That's an excuse, Akim. That's an excuse. Right? That's my word at home, cooking. That's a good word. That's good, man. You know how to cooking. That's good. Guy, I'm gonna show you guys something. Give me 1 second, guy. I'm gonna show you guys something. 1 second. I think that happened now. 1 second, everybody. We'll put that in there.
And shipments. Site. Tonight, the new winter storm bearing down on millions who are still without power. 110 million Americans on alert from Texas up through New England. Another blast of snow, ice, and brutal cold on the heels of the storm that left dozens dead. Over 3 million homes powerless in Texas. The desperate struggle, families cooking in the freezing cold, some going to dangerous extremes to stay warm. Rolling blackouts with seemingly no end in sight. What's to blame for the massive failure? Also, the extreme weather causing a major disruption in COVID vaccinations and shipments. Sites shut down nationwide, thousands of appointments canceled. And after you're vaccinated, can you still spread the virus? We'll tell you what Dr. Fauci is saying. President Biden's new timeline when he now says every American can get the vaccine. And our exclusive with Vice President Kamala Harris, does she agree with the CDC's plan for reopening schools and what she says about vaccinating teachers? Our series, Kids Under Pressure, Teens Warning Homework, has become a nightmare in the pandemic. One school working to change all that. And Scouts Honor, 17 young women making history and inspiring America. This is NBC Night News with Lester Holt.
No, I don't think you guys get a hold of it.
Tonight, the new winter storm bearing down on millions who are still without power. 110 million Americans on alert from Texas up through New England. Another blast of snow, ice, and brutal cold on the heels of the storm that left dozens dead. Over 3 million homes powerless in Texas. The desperate struggle, families cooking in the freezing cold, some going to dangerous extremes to stay warm. Rolling blackouts with seemingly no end in sight. What's to blame for the massive failure? Also, the extreme weather causing a major disruption in COVID vaccinations and shipments. Sites shut down nationwide, thousands of appointments canceled. And after you're vaccinated, can you still spread the virus? We'll tell you what Dr. Fauci is saying. President Biden's new timeline when he now says every American can get the vaccine. And our exclusive with Vice President Kamala Harris, does she agree with the CDC's plan for reopening schools and what she says about vaccinating teachers? Our series, Kids Under Pressure, Teens Warning Homework, has become a nightmare in the pandemic. One school working to change all that. And Scouts Honor, 17 young women making history and inspiring America. This is NBC Night News with Lester Holt.
Guy, let's see what happened here. Okay. when they doing a vaccine for COVID-19, they're doing a vaccine for COVID-19. They stop the vaccine. They said anybody who was supposed to get the vaccine have to be 65 years old and older, 65 and older. And now they're coming out. They say everybody should get the vaccine. So the school used to be virtual. Virtual mean they're doing school online at home. And then now they say they want all the school to be reopened. So what happened is they need to try to give the teacher the vaccine, and also they will give the student the vaccine also. So it is like the way it is. It's like a confusion. So now they stop it. They say only 65 and old. After the senior if then finish get the vaccine, so they're gonna start to give the other people the vaccine. But now they change it again. Now they say everybody should get the vaccine, and not even enough vaccine for the senior. That's kind of confusing. Now they want the school to be reopened, no more homeschool. And then why I don't know, and why there's this problem is still out there. They this thing, whatever you call that, this COVID is still out there. It's still scaring people. We still have to wear masks. We have to go to work. We have to wear masks. Go to restaurant. We have to wear masks. If you want to use the restroom, a lot of them don't allow you to use the restroom when you go out. And it's tough to use the restroom. It's tough to go anywhere. And even in the park, it used to be restroom there. They close it. But eh, we, I don't know. It's a lot of confusion now. There's a lot of confusion about this vaccine thing, and it looked like they don't know what to do. One day they say it start with 65. Now they change it. Everybody should get it. So why the people? A lot of people doesn't get it yet. Like the senior citizen doesn't get it yet. I mean, 65 and older doesn't get the vaccine yet. I don't know if it's the same thing everywhere. And then what was happening is what was happening in Texas, Texas and New England. And there's snow, there's a storm, there's 10 million of people without a power, cooking on the snow. Guys, life is not easy to stay. It's getting tough, and it's not going to get any better anytime soon. It's not going to get any better anytime soon. We don't even know when we're going to wear masks, for how many years. We don't know. We don't know, guys. It is scary. And then your kid have to go to school with the mask, and the kid doesn't understand anything. They're in school. Maybe when they sit there, they play with their own kid, they take off the mask. I mean, it's just really scary. But only thing I would say, God, no, God is good. That's only thing, guys. So it's like every day they come up with something different. Today they say, well, if you're not 65, you can't get the vaccine right now. You have to be 65 to get the vaccine. Now they're coming out, they say, no, it's for everybody. Now they're going to start giving it to the teacher because they want the school to be reopened. They say they want the school to be reopened in July. And in July is I think in March it's going to be a spring break, and for here United States. So I don't know if they still going to do it or not, since the school never been active for a while. And yeah, it is pretty tough, very scary. Thank you for coming, and JIJ, I got to thank you for coming, and welcome, and you've been come up and show me love. Thank you so much, appreciate that. Many was I to say, haha, happen napo palahi. What is that? Haha, ha, happen napo palahi. What is that? Oh, you talking to Akim? No. Stay home, stay home. We're tired of staying home. We don't want to stay home anymore. We want to go out. We stay home and stay home is make us tired. We don't want to stay home anymore. We want to go out and walk into pay bill. We gotta do it that way. We can't sit on. It is like whatnot is like a fight everywhere, different state, and some governor might say okay with it, some might say no to it. Guy, we in a deep trouble. I'm looking for something. Make sure you guys listen to this also. Give me 1 second there. Let me see if I see it. Give me 1 second, guy. I'm here. I'm looking for something. Make sure you guys listen to it. Hold up. Coconut Ammo is in the house, guy. Thank you. JIJ Ivickel Marie Louise is in the house. Thank you so much, guy. 1, 3, 3.
Florida schools are open for in-person instruction.
Okay. Make sure you guys listen to this again. Give me 1 second, guy.
Florida schools are open for in-person instruction. Every single parent in this state. Florida schools are open for in-person instruction. Every single parent in this state has a right to send their kid to in-person instruction. We have done it the right way. We are not going to turn back. What the CDC put out 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, I wonder why they would do it then, was quite frankly a disgrace. It would require, if you actually followed that, closing 90% of schools in the United States. We have been open, they will remain open, and we are not turning back. We've been open the whole time since August. We had kids doing camps and athletics and all that over the summer. And we've been in person as much as anybody in the country, and yet we're 34th out of 50 states in DC for COVID-19 cases on a per capita basis for children. 33 states have more cases per capita than Florida for children per capita. And many of those don't have a lot of in-person instruction in school. And so there is no evidence to suggest that school kids should do anything else other than be in school. This has been clear for months and months and months. We followed the data when we worked to get the parents the option to send the kids back, because we had looked at what happened in Europe, places like Sweden and all these other places. And it does not require another $100 billion. The school reopening plan that makes the most sense, if you want to open schools, open them. Open the door. Let them come in and let them learn. And the only reason that that is not happening across this country, like it is in Florida, like it is in a handful of other states, it's one reason and one reason only. Because the Democratic Party puts the interest of education unions and special interests ahead of the well-being of our children and of our families. These kids have been out of school in parts of this country for almost a year. If you follow that CDC guidance, they will not go back in this school year, and they may not even go back in the fall. That is a disgrace. That is not science. That is putting politics ahead of what's right for kids. That is putting politics and special interests ahead of what the evidence.
This is the governor of Florida, guys. This is the governor of Florida.
So we're better off as a result of giving parents and kids that opportunity. I can tell you, I cannot go out without a parent coming up to me saying how much better it is that their child's able to go to school. And so we're not looking back. We're going to continue going forward.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Florida schools are open for in-person instruction. Every single parent in the state has a right to send their kid to in-person instruction. We have done it the right way. We are not going to turn back. What the CDC put out 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, I wonder why they would do it then, was quite frankly a disgrace. It would require, if you actually followed that, closing 90% of schools in the United States. We have been open, they will remain open, and we are not turning back. We've been open the whole time since August. We had kids doing camps and athletics and all that over the summer. And we've been in person as much as anybody in the country. And yet, we're 34th out of 50 states in DC for COVID-19 cases on a per capita basis for children. 33 states have more cases per capita than Florida for children per capita. And many of those don't have a lot of in-person instruction in school. And so there is no evidence to suggest that school kids should do anything else other than be in school. This has been clear for months and months and months. We followed the data when we worked to get the parents the option to send the kids back, because we had looked at what happened in Europe, places like Sweden and all these other places. And it does not require another $100 billion. The school reopening plan that makes the most sense, if you want to open schools, open them. Open the door. Let them come in and let them learn. And the only reason that is not happening across this country, like it is in Florida, like it is in a handful of other states, it's one reason and one reason only. Because the Democratic Party puts the interests of education unions and special interests ahead of the well-being of our children and of our families. These kids have been out of school in parts of this country for almost a year. If you follow that CDC guidance, they will not go back in this school year, and they may not even go back in the fall. That is a disgrace. That is not science. That is putting politics ahead of what's right for kids. That is putting politics and special interests ahead of what the evidence and observed experience says. So we're better off as a result of giving parents and kids that opportunity. I can tell you, I cannot go out without a parent coming up to me saying how much better it is that their child's able to go to school. And so we're not looking back. We're going to continue going forward.
Okay, guys, and reason why I make sure you guys listen to this it's just like it to me it's like it's creating like a confusion here. So what happened is the new administration president, it looked like they wanna close some state, and instead of have most case of COVID, it's like they want to go back to online class. And but some governors say they're not going to on back class. But what happened is when they if they try to go back online to prevent more people get the COVID. But some of the governor, because they probably are Republican, it's a fight between Republican and Democrat. So the Democrat probably it's okay to close to go back online class, but Republican refuse to go back online class because they feel like even the COVID is there, and they still want the kid to go to school. It's creating a lot of confusion, and I think, to me, they should work it out and at the closed door. I don't think they should burn it out and for everybody to see. I think they should close it. They should close the door and discuss what plan they want to come out with. I don't think they should burn it to the news, burn it to everybody to listen to it. It's kind of confused. It's creating a lot of confusion, guys. There's a lot of confusion there. Let me see if I can find what the president say about this. Let's see what he said about this.
White House correspondent Kevin Court kicks this off with more from day 28 of the Biden administration. Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening, Shannon. Quite a night tonight, having a chance to hear this town hall and get the president to sort of unpack his ideas, at least in a less scripted format. We're talking about explanations, excuses, exultations, and exasperations, all describing tonight's town hall depending on your political perspective. Now, Mr. Biden did offer well-rehearsed answers and very few surprises to most of the questions, but that is not to say that there wasn't the occasional cleanup on aisle 5. Take, for example, his response to this question about reopening schools.
The goal to open the majority of schools in your first 100 days. You're now saying that means those schools may only be open for at least one day a week.
No, that's not true. That's what was reported. That's not true. It was a mistake in the communication. What I'm talking about.
Very few surprises.
I'm going to make you guys into this again.
That is not to say that there wasn't the occasional cleanup on aisle 5. Take, for example, his response to this question about reopening schools.
The goal to open the majority of schools in your first 100 days. You're now saying that means those schools may only be open for at least one day a week.
No, that's not true. That's what was reported. That's not true. It was a mistake in the communication. What I'm talking about is I said opening the majority of schools in K through 8th grade because they're the easiest to open.
Okay, did you hear that? He said that was a mistake in communication. Well, that comment appears to be a reference to his press secretary, Jen Psaki, who said this about reopening schools.
His goal that he set is to have the majority of schools, so more than 50%, open by day 100 of his presidency. And that means some teaching in classrooms. So at least one day a week, hopefully it's more.
At least one day a week. That's what really got a lot of people talking. By the way, Mr. Biden also said this about teachers getting COVID vaccines earlier than perhaps other people in order to quickly reopen schools.
I think that we should be vaccinating teachers. We should move them up in the hierarchy as well.
Move them up in the hierarchy. However, critics were quick to point out Biden's penchant for telling what they describe as tall tales. For example, in reference to the COVID vaccines, Biden said, which we didn't have when I came into office. Well, fact check, that is, of course, completely false. In fact, he received 2 vaccine shots himself while President Trump was still in the White House. By the way, he did promise that COVID vaccines would be available for all Americans by the end of July. We're talking about 600 million doses, give or take, by then. And his comment late in the evening that, quote, minorities don't know how to use or don't know how to get online in response to a question about racial disparities in COVID vaccines will likely get a bit of attention tomorrow as well. Shannon, an interesting night to be sure.
We're going to break all of those statements down and dig in a little bit more. Kevin, thank you for setting the table for us.
Okay, guys. So what happened is, and I think everybody understand that. So it is what happened is it just create a problem. It just creates a confusion for people who listen to it. And the press secretary for the White House say that about 50% or maybe one day after a week, and the president say it's a miscommunication, misunderstood. So it's confused now. So and now the governor say, I don't know. I think he's really confusing here. And it's scary because people try to get online to get the vaccine. They can even get the vaccine. You have to call. You have to call to make an appointment to get the vaccine. And then people go, they can't even get it. Maybe they have to go back again the next day. It's a lot of confusion about the vaccine. A lot of confusion, guys. And that's why everybody gets scared. We don't know. And then and people will still die because of the COVID. So it's a lot of confusion. And I would say to everybody out there, don't worry and continue wear your mask and continue washing your hand and always do your social distance. Always do that. Even if you're going out, before you get home to your family, make sure when you're going out, make sure you wear You cover your face with your facial mask, and always wash your hand and everywhere you go. And then sometime you probably want to use the restroom. If you're going out, you might want to go in there and you look at them. If it's not clean, you probably walk away, don't use it. If you can hold, if you cannot, if you want to pee, if you can wait, you have to pee, you have to pee. But only thing, as long you wear mask. And that's all I can say. And keep wear your mask and make sure protect yourself and also protect your family, protect your friend, protect your loved one. Always make sure you have a mask when you go to work, when you go shopping, when you go to the mall. If you don't need nothing outside, don't go. If you don't, don't go for fun. Don't go have fun with a friend. Why it's like that? Please, everybody. I want to see all my fun on YouTube. All my fun on YouTube. I want to see you guys for the many, 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 many years. Cause we share love, we friend, we make you laugh. Especially Aiken. It can always make you laugh. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Ed vlog is in the house, guy. Ed is represent. Ed is represents. Ed is here. So Akem, especially Akem, always make you laugh, and Akem always come up with a voice, make me sick sometimes. And I call him out. I say, "Listen, man, I don't like it. I don't like it." But that's a joke. It doesn't mean I don't like it. I just make a joke. And man, we can tell you what to do in your channel. It is your channel, but and respectively, and we just make it fun, make a joke, and that's all it's about, guy. It's nothing serious. It's nothing to be upset about anything. But once again, please protect yourself by going out. Make sure you wear a mask. If your kid go to school, make sure your kid have a mask. But you still worry as a mom, as a dad, you still worry. You still think, is your kid going to be protected with the mask? Is he going to cover himself? Is going to do this and everything or not? And that's so it's going to be. So leave it to God. Leave it to God. But it's really confusing. Yeah, it's really confusing. What? Undergo. Why? Why you want? But it's just like the way it is. I don't think they force. I don't think they force anybody to go get it. I thought it's up to you. A lot of people don't want to go get it. I hear there's a country. I think somewhere Africa, in Africa, and there's those they don't want to go get it. And especially when you told them you gonna pay them to go get it, this is scary. This is scary. Why you don't want to go get it again? Why? You want to die? Oh, I will be die. It can really. I mean, why? Well, I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends say they're not going to get it. I have a lot of friends say that also. A lot of them say they're not going to go get they're not going to get the vaccine. A lot of them. They won't go get the vaccine. A lot of them. Oh, Ed Vlog. I think Tamponko is Ed, right? I think it's Ed. Yeah, I think so. Ed, thank you, Ed, for the membership. Thank you, my friend, for the membership. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the membership, Ed. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Akin, why you won't get the vaccine? What is not true? It's your country. They force you to get the vaccine, but I don't think they force anybody to get the vaccine. It's up to you. It's like we said, the vaccine give again after 2-3 years, a lot of that. But it can. I just don't want to talk about it because I'm I I, I think it's confused. It's really confusing. Reason why I say it's confused. Why they giving out the vaccine, people still die. That's it's really confused me. I don't know. It look like when they say wash hand, it look like is that protect for real? Is that save you for real? I don't know. I'm honest with you. It's kind of confusing here. And then the vaccine there, but people are still dying. People still go to hospital. I don't. It is kind of it looks like it's confusing, guys. It's a lot of confusion in this thing, and I don't know what is it. And I don't think every country. I don't think they can force you to get it. I think it's up to you if you want to get it, right? Is this you, Ed, right? Tampoco vlog, is it? It is Ed. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. News, yeah, but not all the time. A lot of news is fake. Not all of them, man. Sometimes what news does, they make things like they make it worse. It's like they say, it's like it make you scary. When they say 10, it probably 5. When they say 5, it probably 3. That I see. And the news are fake. They focus the number of the cases. Well, for me, it's an ordinary flu. You sure? You sure it can buy this? You've been get sick many times, but you never went. Did you ever went to the doctor and check, see if you got it or not? How do you know? If you never go and check, and it's not it's not everybody's taking who gonna die. It's not, you don't kill everybody. You kill certain people. It depend. They talk about depend how their body respond. Everybody have different strong. Some people have strong body. Some people don't. Some people have a weak. And some people have probably sickness problem. If you never go to the doctor, how would you know? It's not because how would you know if you don't have it? But that don't mean if you go to that don't mean if you get sick you got it neither. So they say that it's not everybody who gets sick who got COVID. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people probably get sick, but they did not have COVID. There's a lot of people who know who do blood transfusion, blood watch all the time, but that don't mean they got COVID. But you could be sick so many times, and then that don't mean you got COVID again. That's why you don't know if it's real or not real. But I think it's weird. Why all these people just die again? Why? Huh? Why? Yeah, but I mean, they never say it's simple. They never say that, again. They never say that. And that's why I say it's kind of confused. And it is confusing. And it got scary. They say there's another one. There's another one coming after. It's called Viant. Viant is coming after. They say it is strong than that one we have now. People die in other. What you mean? What you mean, again? Don't get me scared, again. What you mean by that? Again, why don't you come on? Maybe the people probably wanted to ask a question. Why don't you come up? Just come up. Example, someone die, they will say, yeah, of course, yes, yeah. And that's why people are scared to go to the doctor. A lot of people are scared to go to the doctor because if they go to the doctor, they coughing, they probably say they got it, and it's not probably it's not true, like you say, it's not true, and that's why I say it is scary. It is scary. I think to me it's create a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion created to this. A lot of confusion. Yeah, it is create a lot of confusion because you don't know what is what. You don't know. We don't know. We don't know what is what. I think I think people should we should not be worried about it. Yeah, we should not be worried about it. I think we should say it is what it is. I think. Yeah, it is. It is. It is to me. It is create a lot of confusion. Mm, yeah, I think we leave it up to God. And Floggy, what you eating again? What you eating? Huh? Food, yeah. Okay. But the food have name. Hmm? Fresh with veggie. Yeah. Yeah. Go, Akem. Good, man. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. The world is upside down, guys. The world is upside down, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. We got 8,000 people in the house, guys. We got 8,000 people to say. Ed, thank you so much, Ed, for make it green. Make it green, Ed. Thank you, sister. Thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, yeah. Kokinamo say, Akem, can you send me some food? That's why that little is that little that right there. That's what it means. Akem. That's Chinese. Akem. I think Akem don't speak Chinese. This is Chinese. This is Japanese. What Ed put there, it is Japanese. What Akem Kokinamo is Chinese. Hmm? I don't know. She said you had to have patience, no respect, patience, and love. As long as you have love, you got all this. If you have love, you got all this. If you got patience, patience mean you're very kind, very nice, and everything. It's like everything come on. C'est ça. Okay, guy, thank you so much, guy. We got 10 million people in the house, guy. No, let's see, 10,000, right? 10,000 people in the house, guy. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, guy. Thank you, thank you. Don't forget to share out, guy. Don't forget to share out. One friend out here. Let them know we here. Let them know we here, guy. Let's get connected, guys. Let's get connected, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, don't forget share it, thumbs up, share it, thumbs up, share it, thumbs up. The politic is sick.
Biden creating some controversy during a town hall last night. Biden taking heat over this claim about the Trump administration and the vaccine.
The biggest thing, though, as you remember, when you and I shouldn't say it that way, as you remember, but when you and I talked last, we talked about it's one thing to have the vaccine, which we didn't have when we came into office, but a vaccinator. How do you get the vaccine into someone's arm? So you need the paraffin, you need the needle, you need the mechanisms to be able to get it in. You have to have people who can inject it in people's arms.
The president also contradicting his press secretary on reopening schools. Biden saying Jen Psaki made a, quote, mistake when she said the goal is to have schools open 1 day a week in his first 100 days. Dana, I think that the biggest controversy is about what he said regarding the vaccine and the Trump administration. He seems to say that Trump left no stockpile of vaccine and no federal strategy for distributing the vaccine. Is that right?
Well, it's simply not true, and we know that because we were reporting on the vaccines that were being administered in late December, all the way through until the inauguration, including, I believe, Joe Biden himself got a vaccine during that time. In addition, in the morning, and this is quite common, after you have an event like the town hall last night, you send out lots of different people from your administration's team to blanket the airwaves to try to keep the good times going. But I think they had a pretty hard time today. Vice President Kamala Harris on the Today Show got caught up in a whirlwind of non-answers when it came to school closures and reopenings. And then I think even Simone Sanders on CNN, a similar thing. And why is that? Well, in my experience, it means that you don't have good facts. Communications is easy when the facts are correct. And when you're trying to skirt things around and talk about CDC guidance, maybe it changed, maybe it didn't. I think they're in for a little bit of a rough patch. I know that everyone in the country seemed to be taking a breather after inauguration, but all of a sudden now the Biden team is now going to be judged on things that are going to be slightly out of their control, but they're making some promises on COVID that they might not be able to fulfill. But also, They're asking the country and the taxpayers to spend a heck of a lot of money, and we should dig into that a little bit more for what that money is going to go for COVID relief, when the economy continues to do fairly well. So I think everyone can agree, very targeted relief for the people that need it. Restaurant owners, service industry people, the single moms that are out there that had to leave their jobs so that they could be at home with their kids because they're on Zoom all day trying to do classes. I think that this bill is going to be very, very expensive, and that after this period of everybody taking a little bit of a breather, I think the Biden team is about to have a little bit of an awakening in the next couple of weeks.
Katie, today the president announced $1 billion spending on the virus testing and expanding testing to help open the K through 8 schools and deal with the spread of the virus in homeless shelters and increase the supply of vaccine, because a lot of people still complain they can't get it. What's your reaction?
Well, Joe Biden was elected, and because he argued on the campaign trail that he was the guy who knew Washington, that he would be capable of doing a better job of dealing with the pandemic than President Trump and his administration was able to. And because they didn't give Operation Warp Speed the credit that it deserves, now they're in this place where people are saying, well, you said you were going to be better than the Trump administration, when they were decently good given that they got a vaccine in under a year, which is a miracle. And had distribution set up with UPS and FedEx, and the military was involved. But now the Biden team is trying to lower expectations. They've been doing it since they came into office. And now they're lying about the idea that there was no vaccine. There was a vaccine. There are multiple vaccines. There are still vaccines that are waiting for FDA approval to go out. Now, is this a tough thing to deal with? Sure. Is there a prioritization process that needs to be involved? Yes, especially when you have teachers unions, for example, trying to jump in front of the line of vulnerable seniors and other people who should get the vaccine first, and then the politics get involved. And so, Joe Biden promised a lot on COVID. And so far, they aren't delivering it when they promised to follow the science, to get kids back in school, and to deal with this in a better way than Trump did. And so far, they are far below what the Trump administration was able to do.
How do you make celebrity money without being a celebrity? Let's look at LeBron. Contrary to what most people believe.
Well, Jesse, to that point, the Trump administration points out that the new infection rate is down substantially since Inauguration Day, and that Biden has pushed mass social distancing, increased the supply of the vaccine. Does he deserve credit for that?
I'm not ready to give him credit just yet, Juan. That was a trend that he took advantage of. I did watch this town hall last night, and it was lackluster. This guy is not a strong communicator. He struggles to complete sentences. He stops and restarts back up again, sometimes meandering from one point to the next, no idea where he's going, really having a hard time, a difficult time, putting together coherent, concise, and persuasive thoughts. Maybe once or twice an hour, he'll manage a very powerful, strong connection with the audience, where even I say, yeah, there you go, Joe. But then the 90% of the time, he goes back to just listlessly wandering around and not keeping your attention. And it makes you realize that this guy must need a lot of help to just perform the basic duties of being a chief executive. He's out there bragging that he ordered more doses for the vaccine, like as if no other president would have thought to do that. And then he's out there bragging that he had a 2-hour conversation with the leader of China, as if that's something to be proud of. And if that's some testimonial to how great he's able to perform at a level that's strong and vibrant. And then he ends up basically repeating Chinese propaganda and says that, the Chinese need to crack down because they're always being victimized by foreign powers. Joe, China's always been dominated by foreign powers, and that's actually the propaganda they use to justify their human rights abuses and crackdowns. I don't know why he said that.
Jesse, let's take a look at that, and I'll get Greg to respond.
the central principle of Xi Jinping is that there must be a united, tightly controlled China. And he uses his rationale for the things he does based on that. I point out to him, no American president can be sustained as a president if he doesn't reflect the values of the United States. And so the idea, I'm not going to speak out against what he's doing in Hong Kong, what he's doing with the Uyghurs in Western mountains of China, and Taiwan trying to end the one China policy by making it forceful. I said, and by the way, he said he gets it. Culturally, there are different norms in each country, and their leaders are expected to follow.
Greg, your reaction? What he's doing with the Uyghurs? Somebody should have followed up and asked him, what is he doing with the Uyghurs? I guess Joe is so woke. He sees China's treatment of the Uyghurs as part of their wonderful diversity. Who are we to judge? He oddly presented a justification for China putting people in actual concentration camps and killing them. And just days ago, I seem to remember Joe Biden condemning our administration, previous administration, of separating children from people who claim to be their parents, putting them in cages. And I remember Biden calling it immoral and shameful. And then here, this is actually deliberate and documented evil. And it's like, we do things differently. They do things differently, blah, blah, blah. I will add to this. So that's garbage. It's garbage. That's the worst thing about it. That's worse than his mistakes. He basically said it. He basically gave China a pass. But there's another thing about his answers, the meandering answers. He's the benefit of the medium, meaning that that the media, they don't have time to listen to everything, so they edit it for him. So whenever you see what he's going to say, you never see the whole thing. You see it all scrunched down to about there because no network has the time to play his wilderness, wandering, confusion. They have to, which I just did now. But so he actually benefits from it. All right, comment.
So when I went to CBT, a lot of it was learning how to deal with the stress that was already in my life.
But it was really just retraining my brain. Democrats are hoping Georgia can stay blue after last week's win in 2 Senate races gave them a majority in the upper chamber. Reverend Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff both won their elections last Tuesday, defeating incumbents Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue. Each victory was by a larger margin than President-elect Biden's Peach State win in November. As Democrats keep winning in Georgia, one longtime conservative member of the party has had enough of the Democratic Party. Former Georgia State Representative Vernon Jones is becoming a Republican. He claims that even after last week's violence on Capitol Hill that led to at least 5 deaths, it is Democrats who are sowing division and hate. Vernon Jones joins me now from Atlanta. He served in the State House from 1993 to 2001 and again from 2017 until just yesterday. He's the founder of WakingUpAmerica.us. Representative Jones, thank you so much for joining us. You have been an outspoken critic of the Democratic Party dating back as far as your loss in the 2008 Senate primaries. Your support for Republicans is certainly not new. You voted for President George Bush and you spoke at the Republican National Convention after you endorsed President Trump in April of last year. So I'm just curious as to the timing of your decision coming just after the violence on Capitol Hill. Why did you decide now was the time to leave the Democratic Party?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. And secondly, I didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me. And ironically, the bigotry the Democratic Party is at display because when Governor Zell Miller was a United States Senator Democrat both times, when he supported President George W. Bush and spoke at the Republican National Convention, the Democrats were #crickets. Why? Because they don't want independent African Americans to be able to vote independently. They want to keep them on their plantation. And I'm just not a part of that plantation. Secondly, your previous guest was intellectually dishonest. I was there at the rally that was hosted by private individual citizens, Americans, and patriots. And this president did not at any time say anything to encourage anybody to go as a mob and attack the United States Congress. There's zero tolerance for any type of that behavior. You cannot explain that. But ironically, we see right now how this past summer and spring, all those violent attacks by Black Lives Matter and Antifa, where people were killed to the tune of about 26, I believe, including a 1-year-old baby child in Extrova in New York, an 8-year-old baby daughter in Atlanta, Black businesses burned, businesses period burned, police officers assaulted. None and not a single time did anyone call them domestic terrorists. Joe Biden or no one else. Why? Because they wanted them to do that to help them win the presidency. So the Democrats has a lot of hypocrisy going on right now. And they stormed, by the way, and you know this too, federal courthouses, police stations, police cars burned. All of that happened by Antifa and Black Lives Matter. And still Joe Biden has not called them terrorist organizations. Now,
Representative Jones, just to be fair, Representative Jones, just to be fair, though, President-elect Biden did condemn the violence during the BLM movements. I reported on it. We heard him say it. He did condemn the violence. I just want to
that's incorrect.
Put that
Maybe
aside.
He condemned the violence, but he did not say Black Lives Matter. You guys are terrorists. You kill people. You destroyed federal property and private property. He said Antifa was an idea. Antifa is not an idea. Ask me. I was subjected to the attacks of Antifa and Black Lives Matter when I left the United States, when I left the Capitol, I should say the White House, after the president accepted his nomination from the Republican National Convention. I didn't hear from anyone to call me to ask me about my experience, that horrific experience where my life was at stake. I felt my life at jeopardy. So he may have condemned violence, but he did not call them out by name, and he should have. And where was Congress? Nancy Pelosi, why didn't they pass a resolution urging Black Lives Matter and Antifa to stop their violence? As a matter of fact, if you look at some of their quotes, including Nancy Pelosi, she said, well, people do what they want to do. She also, I should say, Maxine Waters, had encouraged people to find them in restaurants, public places, and to attack people, and on and on. So let's be honest here, and let's be clear. There's no room for violence, but there is no room, there's not enough room for Americans who feel like they have not been heard, who want to exercise their freedom of speech, and to march on their Congress, go to the people's house in a peaceful way, because thousands were not a part.
Representative,
let's be clear about that.
Representative, let's be fair.
It's been intellectually dishonest.
Well, but let's be fair. I mean, the Stop the Steal, conspiracy certainly had a role in working up this mob. You spoke at Wednesday's rally ahead of the riots. Do you feel any personal responsibility for what happened on Wednesday? Actually,
Stop the Steal did not encourage any violence. Antifa encouraged violence. There have been a number of marches in Washington where hotels were flooded with Antifa, people coming out in black lives, turning over dinner tables, running through the lobby.
Representative Jones, I'm sorry, I have to correct you there. There is absolutely no evidence that Antifa, Representative Jones, I'm sorry, I have to correct you there. There's absolutely no evidence that Antifa was involved in the riots, and there is plenty of evidence that right-wing Trump supporters were. So we're going to have to move on if we have any time left. I just do want to...
I am a Trump supporter. I've been a Trump supporter. Am I right-wing?
Well, far right.
See, when you say stuff like that, you fuel the fire. The media is probably the biggest culprit in encouraging this type of behavior, because you're okay when some organizations do it. You say,
I have to take issue with that, Representative Jones.
There's mostly peaceful protesting, and it's just, look at Seattle, look at Portland. Didn't it happen there? Didn't people die? Did Nancy Pelosi take any action in Congress?
Representative Jones, we don't have a lot of time left, so I just want to ask you about Georgia. Can I ask you about Georgia, because we don't have a lot of time left? I just want to ask you about what do you think is going on in your state, since right now Georgians seem to be looking for something new. They have elected 2 Democratic senators. What do you think is behind that, and do you think that, are you excited about Georgia sending the first African-American senator to Congress?
Well, here's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about the people in Georgia. We're not going to lay down. And they let their legislators and Congress and everyone else know that they didn't believe that there was a transparency in the elections, that there's a void of election, I would say elections integrity. We do know for a fact that Stacey Abrams and the Secretary of State cut a backroom deal that created this cloud and an environment of mail-in ballots. I was a state legislature. According to our Constitution, only the members of the Georgia General Assembly can change state laws, not the Secretary of State. And so I'm excited about people did not lay down. They were aware of that. Now, Georgia is not a blue state. Georgia is a red state. Let's be clear about that. But many people were very discouraged by what happened with the election process. And we like to call it not so much voter fraud, but election fraud. We do know that the Secretary of State did something with the ballots, mail-in ballot with Stacey Abrams that should not have happened. We also do know that there were ballots that were counted when people were not available, poll watchers. That is a fact. We also know that many people outside the state were sent many mail-in ballot request forms, and they do not live in the state of Georgia. So what my goal is to push for election integrity. My goal is to make sure that the Georgia General Assembly, and I'm going to lobby them on behalf of the people and myself, to make sure that we have a process that we restore the confidence and the trust to Georgia and actually across the country. So I'll be traveling across the country talking about those issues. Now, as it relates to Georgia's future, I am what my role is. I feel as though I'm bringing brand new ideas to a grand old party. I'm bringing a brand new party to the grand old party, new faces, new ideas, new energy, because we believe that most people are at the heart of supporting the Constitution. When I look at Raphael Warnock and also,
I'm so sorry to interrupt.
They believe
we have run out of time. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, we run out of time. Former Georgia State Representative Vernon Jones, thank you so much for joining us. I just do want to mention that your own state election officials who are Republicans said that there was no voter fraud in Georgia. Thank you so much for joining us.
That's not quite true. Let's be honest here. The Secretary of State, I wish he had come out and said that he went in the background, in the back room, and did a backroom deal with Stacey Abrams that changed the mail-in process. That is not his responsibility. So for him to say that, he is unequivocally and actually apparently incorrect. I do not like to call someone a liar, but he was intellectually dishonest of what he did. Why did he tell the members of the General Assembly what he was doing while we were in session? Because it's our responsibility. So I just want the facts to be out there, ma'am. That's all, the facts.
Vernon Jones, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, everybody, guy. Politics is nothing but a joke. Thank you so much, guy. And I'm about to end it right there, guy. And I need to take a nap a little bit early. Then sleep for that late, guy, because I'm woke up early in the morning. Thank you so much, everybody, guy. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. And have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, guys. I see you guys again. I don't know. Probably not gonna be tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. I don't know. Maybe coming next Monday, maybe. I don't know. Thank you so much, guys. Do appreciate you guys so much, and much love, much respect for y'all. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye, everybody. Good night. Good night, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Mary was always bye-bye, and AKM was always June, Irish Ben Check, Annie Q, Lola Ted, everybody. Thank you so much, guys, and I appreciate you guys so much, and much love. Thank you so much. Ed Vlog, I'm sorry. Tom Boko Vlog also, I think it's Ed. And Mary was always come up with 2 channel. John has been checked, same thing. Everybody, guys, thank you so much, guys, for the support you guys give me. And I do appreciate you guys too much. And I gotta go to sleep a little bit early, guys. So yeah. Thank you, Mary Rosales. Grapple, thank you again. Guy, I'm gone. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night. Ciao, ciao. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye. Thank you. All right, guy. Bye bye.